This was actually a key moment. I mean, in terms of structuring a film, the great thing about drama is you've got the script. So you cut the script. With a documentary, you often...
We've got chaos.
You have chaos, and you often find the story, in the edit. It wasn't so much a case of that, but how do you structure the story? How do you make sure the audience know where they are at any point, in the story, in the film? I knew what the arc of the story was. You start at the start, you start with the demo, but actually I decided not to start with the demonstration. I went back to what dramatists call the inciting incident, the inciting moment, which was 9/11. So 9/11 set in motion two things. On the one hand, it set in motion the march towards war. On the other hand, it set in motion the activists. Literally, very quickly, a week afterwards, the activists knew, they could see the writing on the wall, so they started kind of organizing. So I knew that it would go from 9/11 to wherever it would take us. But it needed something, you needed to know where you were. And for a long time I struggled with how do you do that? Well, we know the war happened. How do you make it like a thriller? How do you make it suspenseful? And I thought actually we have a timeline. At key points in the film, very, very obviously, we say, this is the date, and this is how many days we are from war. Now you might think, well, don't tell me how many days we are from war. Don't tell me the war is going to happen. Well, we know the war is going to happen. But it's amazing how effective that is. Because you start with 14 months to war, 8 months to war, 5 months to war, 3 months, down to sort of 2 weeks, 4 days, right down to 7 hours to war. And actually, that's incredibly powerful. I mean, some of you might have seen that film, Touching the Void. So Touching the Void, you know that these guys survived. But you still on tenterhooks, are they going to make it? Is it going to fall off that thing, So that's how I did the sort of the structure. That took time. And also the story is so vast, it can lead you in so many directions. Part of the challenge is how do you keep it down to this laser line of what these people were trying to do to stop the war, and then what happened after that.